What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, and I'm back with another one.
I'm smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted lemons. It's Gucci. Lemons on the chain with the V cuts. Lemons on the chain.
At number 5, Family Matters.
Got any cheese?
Did I do that?
And when we think about Family Matters, most people have said that Lord Winslow would be the real villain.
You was pumping that funky bitch right in front of me.
However, I don't think she's the real villain at all, and I used to think so. I used to feel like her little Boosie Faye having ass only liked him solely for Stephon.
Baby, you are worth another trip.
Yeah.
And I guess we can say that she might have even been a little messed up for that. However, when it comes down to it, she did realize looks don't always matter and still liked him for who he was.
Come here.
Being real, Laura stuck up for Steve more than anyone.
Steve Urkel may be annoying, but he's always treated me with respect, and that's why he has a date tonight. And as of right now, you don't.
No one had bruh's back more than Laura. She wouldn't let anyone play with Buddy at all, and she stood firm for him. Anytime there was a time to stick up for him, she was there.
You're a pack of vicious, self-centered, stuck-up barracudas with teased hair and push-up bras.
Suck your titties, baby.
And being honest, Steve was indeed the real villain.
What did you say, nigga?
We have to be honest, Steve was a stalker, and the only reason why he stopped or calmed down was because he met Myra. And even in meeting Myra, getting with her, he broke up with her because she was just as crazy as him.
And an unopened can of soda. And I know you're thirsty, but I'm not ready to pop my top.
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Only reason he stopped talking to her was because he got a taste of his own medicine. When it came to Laura, y'all would never let a freaky bug-looking ass nigga like Steve play with your daughter. Coming in at number 4, Bones.
This is the story of Jimmy Bones, black as night and hard as stone.
Off subject, I like Bones, bruh. And I know some of y'all want this to go on the trash countdown so bad, but I'm strongly debating it. Like, I don't know if it'll make that countdown, but it'll definitely be on another, like, Halloween countdown in the future.
You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.
Getting back to it, Bones is a scary movie, so it makes sense that the villain is Jimmy Bones.
Surprise, nigga.
However, you can't help but to watch this and just feel like, bro, wasn't wrong. The real villains are the ones that decided to betray him, especially Pinky. Bullworm looking at that nigga. The reason why I say Pinky is the real villain, well, obviously we know the other two dudes was villain, but Pinky get this smoke for playing a friend, but really being an envious enemy the whole time.
I didn't want a piece of yours, Jimmy. I wanted my own.
See, once you get to saying shit like that, you let me know everything I need to know about you. Yes, you want your own, but don't let your comments clearly be out of envy. Pinky looked too much at what the next man had.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
And in my opinion, had it not been to help kill him and cover up like Bones' death, then even in living, he would have eventually screwed Bones over in the long run just because he wanted his own. And really, you just wanted to be that nigga. It ain't that you just wanted your own.
I'm sorry, brother.
Hot garbage ass nigga, what you mean sorry? Booty hole nostrils ass nigga. How you fold on a dude that helped you and looked out for you, bro? You wanted your own so bad that you put Bones in a pack.
I smoke.
Jimmy.
Another reason why he's the villain. He knew the history of Bones' crib. Instead of swaying his people from buying that house or talking them out of it because he knew the history, you let them folks walk into it blind and get killed.
You shut it down, pivot! You shut it down, and you sell this fucker!
He quite literally wasn't serious about this crib until he realized his past would catch up to him, and they found Jimmy's body. Side note, Clifton Powell is such a good actor, he will make you hate him in real life.
Suck it, nigga! You better lower your motherfucking voice.
Coming in at number 3, the Black Panther's Killmonger. Now, I love the Black Panther movie, and watching it, seeing my boy from Hardball be known as the villain was crazy.
Later. Said it was okay. I just want to play.
There's nothing I can do, Jamal. Look, why don't you just sit...
Run, bitch!
I want to be clear. I don't think Killmonger was originally a villain when he first started out on his mission.
It's about 2 billion people all over the world that looks like us, but their lives are a lot harder.
Say, man, wasn't nothing wrong with slavery.
So when his original goal was for helping black people in America, he had a major point in wanting to do that. What made him the villain was when he decided to go from helping his people to shifting thought and damn near becoming like a black Thanos.
Black folks started revolutions. They never had the firepower or the resources to fight their oppressors. Where was Wakanda?
Niggas are living contradictions.
He had the right idea and great intentions, but his execution was made terribly. Now that we discussed that, I like to say the real villain is T'Chaka.
He threw his weapon on me.
Why?
Bruh, you didn't even have to kill this beanhead ass nigga, bruh. You dodged a bullet to kill, bruh. Cause you really wanted to, not just cause of that weak ass betrayal.
You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk.
I think that's crazy that you may have sent him on one mission, but even during his mission, he's seeing wrong being done. Was that worth killing him about it? Did you not want to give him that vibranium, give up that vibranium so bad that you would go to the lengths to kill your brother? I don't care what nobody say. He didn't have to kill bruh at all. You just dodged the whole bullet.
Huh?
Yes, some people from Wakanda did get killed, and that is messed up. But bruh had more than a good cause. But cool, you kill him, knowing he has a son, and you chose to omit that from everyone.
Wait, there's more.
Which is wild, because you ended up creating a monster that gave your family problems that you couldn't deal with in the physical because you technically dead as hell.
Dead as hell.
T'Chaka is the villain because he didn't take Killmonger back to Wakanda with him, knowing that he was in his bloodline. His decision ultimately led to more people dying than he even originally bitched about, and that you killed your brother for. But also his decisions affected the same community he swore up and down that he loved. At number 2, Medea's Big Happy Family. And welcome to another stereotypical Tyler Perry production.
How can you do this to me? Get out. I'm gonna marry this white hussy because you are too virtuous and strong and might make me a better man.
But when you watch Medea's Big Happy Family, I want you to know that you're watching a great value version of the movie Soul Food with a sprinkle of bullshit on it. Watching this, the portrayed villain is most definitely Kimberly. And to me, this is a Soul Food effect. Kimberly was the successful one, and some of the family was hating specifically because of her bitter-ass attitude that she had every right to have.
These kids run around like they have no home training at all. That's why I don't allow my son around these children.
Bro, to me, all I see is Terry. They might not have asked and poked at her for a bunch of money, but substitute that for wanting her around. Which brings me to this point. The real villain of this movie are the elders.
You just mad cause your ass is old, motherfucker. First thing.
Yes, Medea, gigantic back, Juwanna Man looking ass, Bam, Baby Seal looking ass, and Miss Big Mama 2.0.
Big back.
And anyone else who knew about that whole situation about Kimberly getting raped.
I need to say this. I'm not jealous of you. I'm not the one who got pregnant at 13.
Shirley, your back is big for even letting her getting this shit off. Bro, she's one of the most villainous people in movie history, bro. I don't understand how looking at this and doing my own research on it, y'all folks was up in this joint like, hey, She didn't know. Nigga. Fuck what y'all talking about. Yes, she did, bro. Y'all sound like y'all smoking the finest of crack, G.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah, boy, the finest of crack. Y'all boys was smoking that shit Pookie was smoking.
That shit just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
It's calling me. Tell it to stop.
Your crack is whack.
You really got people out here saying shit like, "Oh, she didn't know," yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Let's give her that one. She didn't know. I ain't give her that, bro. At your big grown ass age, you should have put two and two together that something was off. You let your anger get the best of you. You lame as hell for this. You didn't need to tell that because the information you given affects others around you. You shouldn't have been the person that said this shit at all, and you only said it out of maliciousness. That's dead wrong. Then you gonna say, Shirley, you garbage as hell. Talking about some, man, bro, you let her say this. You should have got up and smacked her in her mouth. And y'all can't give me the excuse, bro. I'm not finna, you not finna make me believe that girl just believed her sister was out here hoeing. She's just out here a Little Caesar's pizza. Come on, bro. Be for real with yourself. You know enough to know that that's her son sitting next to her at the table. You probably should have put two and two together. Like, come on, bro. As nosy as people be, you would have put two and two together, tried to put two and two together or something. I'm just not buying that. Y'all grown as hell. And you didn't have a comeback for nothing. So that's what your comeback is. That's wild, bro.
Girl, she fussing. She mad at the world, honey. You know why you so mad? This child was raped by your uncle, 12 years old. Anything.
And that, to me, is why y'all old ass the villain. Y'all old ass disguising this come to Jesus meeting as a reason to call everyone out but y'all damn self. Arguably, had y'all old asses not tried to keep this shit under the rug, damn near trying to protect folks, besides Kimberly, you wouldn't need to be giving out all this weak-ass advice to people about their lives. When y'all are the ones that arguably cause some of these problems these people having in their present day.
Good morning, team. Hell, you can get me for no extra charge. Oh, honey, this booty is still good. You can go ahead and check the expiration date on it. I ain't lying. Ha!
Gay! Tyler Perry is a legend, and I think most of the movies he's done suck. For their time, they were entertaining, but I used to love the plays the most. However you feel about him, you still have to give him his respect. You still got to give him his flowers. I believe he had his run with movies and plays, and now he's totally overdoing the black stereotype trope. Seems like shit just gets darker and darker and more traumatic, although they started out funny. And I think he should have evolved to do something less stereotypical and let somebody else write. I think this movie highlights how elders can keep secrets that ruin a family, and specifically a black family. I believe there are better ways that Tyler Perry can portray black people at this point. I never liked how this movie called out everyone except the elders, and in reality, that's what tends to happen. Glorifying the elders that arguably introduced everyone to their own trauma that they struggle with in the present day. You'll tell them to get help that y'all should have got them and portray yourself as like the hero. Coming in at number 1, Troy from Fences. When you think of this movie, you think of Denzel and how he's one of the greatest actors of all time.
Get smart, nigga. Get your fucking hands off me.
You also wouldn't necessarily think that there is a villain in here as well. However, the real villain is indeed Troy Maxson himself. I will tell you one of my problems with Troy, starting with this scene.
How come you ain't never liked me? Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you?
Yeah. Fuck all that. Bruh, you don't subject the ones you love to emotional abuse. You gave this long-ass speech really just to keep from saying, I love you. I personally believe had he said it at least one time, then this scene would probably be justified. But you can't allude to loving someone with the rest of your actions being shitty as hell. You saying this slick shit just furthermore made Buddy confused as hell. Ain't that much tough love in the world, G. And don't forget what's after tough. A person that shows tough love still will show you that you are loved. Troy didn't do that. And you gave this weak ass speech all to treat bruh like you don't love him and not giving enough action other than basic responsibilities. You chose to have a kid, my boy.
He's cooking. Your $10 like I told you. Yeah. I told you I'd pay you when Bonnie got paid. No.
Hey, him in that money situation is kind of wild, but at the same time, it's not. I don't think Troy was necessarily wrong here. Probably a little too prideful. However, I really just stopped it to say, watch how you treat that child that's doing something unconventional than what you used to. Troy cared nothing about bruh's ambitions and dreams, and that's part of the reason you only saw him on payday. He would ask for money, but still listen to you shit on him too. Troy even decided that he was going to continue to treat his wife like shit. So much so that you had a baby with another woman, and that woman passes, and you asked your wife to help raise it.
What?
That woman was too real, bro. She held him down, even to the point that it made her an enabler to me. So she got to get this smoke too. When you say shit like that's still your father, you have to respect them. Or try to make a kid go to a funeral knowing that he was physically and mentally abused by said person, it screams to me that you also enabled a certain behavior that you shouldn't have enabled while that person was alive. Ultimately, she should have got away from Troy way before some of that shit happened. Troy is a villain because he knew the limitations that were put on his life, and rather than acknowledging them properly, he ended up imposing the same cruel will he didn't like upon his family, and then some. That man didn't provide love and emotional support, just trauma and resentment.